What's up, everyone? My name is Steven, and yes, everybody, I am the sidekick of the Night Sky podcast, and if you enjoy our type of discussions on the channel, please leave a like, subscribe, and also comment, as all of those things do help the channel grow.
Episode 33, we got Steven back with us. Unfortunately, he was found drifting in the ocean, attached to the door of Titanic or something like that. Anyway, yeah, he let Leonardo DiCaprio die, which means we have lost a good actor, but we got Steven back. Abby was gonna be on, but that was all contingent on the fact that, or the supposed fact that Steven was going to be unable to record again. However, so that's two people that could have been on here, but are not. Yes, I had Leonardo DiCaprio booked, but you know, it is what it is.
It's about time you start using your connections for the podcast.
Yeah.
Did everybody know that Kaho won a Grammy?
I don't like to brag, man. I don't like to tell anybody. I don't like to tell anybody about my amazing accomplishments, things that they should definitely be jealous of, and probably try and get me on their shows for. Sponsors as well.
All he needs is the Tony, and he'll be an EGOT because he has plenty of ego. This motherfucker.
Grammy, Oscar.
Yes.
All right, so I heard that there are quite a few things to talk about. Steven has been gone for a while, so I'm guessing he has some misadventures to share.
I do, but I might have Jinsei explain some stuff, because I already told him what happened this week.
Fuck that. Go ahead, you tell him. Go ahead.
I don't really want to talk about it myself per se, but
Could being a scaredy bitch.
Some people don't really know about it yet.
What? Hey, what's the difference if he says it or if you says it? If somebody doesn't know about it,
there's no difference.
There's no fucking difference.
Go ahead, it's your story. Tell the story. Hurry up. Come on, get to it.
Well, I kind of hit a parked car this week, which kind of that's my fault.
How do you kind of hit a parked car?
It just kind of happened. I mean,
No. I mean, how do you classify it as kinda? That's one of the, it seems like, to me, it seems like one of those you did or you didn't. Like, how do you kinda hit a parked car?
Well, I was coming out of the driveway, and someone pulled up behind me and parked their car in front of the driveway, and I couldn't turn, and I tapped it.
So someone parked a car as you were moving your car?
No, came over and left the car there in front of my car.
So the car was parked there when you got in your car?
Yes.
So why did you explain it in that sequence, out of curiosity?
Because it's kind of embarrassing.
You don't think explaining it that way because it's kind of embarrassing is kind of dishonest?
Yeah, you're right.
You fucking little liar. Alright, keep going.
Anyway, nothing happened to the car itself, but it's like the fact that it happened.
The fact that it happened, what?
Oh, that I hit a car.
That was parked. That wasn't moving. That was stationary. That was there before you even put your key to the door. Continue. That's even continue.
But anyway, I don't know, like, we shared words after it happened, and then, like, apparently nothing's gonna happen, like, and it is what it is, like, nothing got scratched, it's just the whole idea that, like, I hit something kind of, like, made me upset.
What do you mean by y'all shared word? Y'all exchanged words? Like, what words were exchanged?
And who is this we that you speak of?
My Tiffany's uncle, and then me, and I don't know. Like, it was a weird concept. Like, I don't know. I've never been in a position like that before, so like it's hard to explain.
Didn't you say that you've hit a parked car before?
Not like this.
What do you mean, not like this? Like I hit a parked car once. Oh yeah, then what happened? Then I hit another parked car. Those two things aren't different? How? Wait, they're not the same? How are they different? One car was parked, you were not.
But then I kind of researched that you're not really supposed to be parking, even though it's private property. You're not really supposed to be parked in front of a driveway to begin with.
That's not what I'm asking. How is this different? Because you said they're not the same. Because you said this is the first time this has ever happened to me. And it's like, we've discussed on this podcast before when you hit another parked car. So how is it different? How do you separate this from that, since you said this has never happened before?
What was the key difference? What was the key difference? Because I got an assumption already what the key difference is. So I'm just waiting for you to go ahead and explain your part before I interject.
Because it's like everybody like saw it happen.
Exactly. When he hit the other parked car, he dipped.
Hit and run, Steven.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He's that asshole. He's that asshole.
Wow. I shouldn't be surprised.
But you are. He said
yeah.
He was like, I felt really bad because everybody saw it. But anyway. Yeah, but so I need you to explain, because there was no camera on, so nobody could see my reaction. Nobody can hear what we were talking about. I need you to explain how you manifested. What is the word that I'm looking for, Kaho? Where he's like, it's all good because his rationale behind it being okay, because in his own way, this is revenge.
Well, here's the thing.
Revenge? What?
So like 2 weeks.
Yeah, go ahead. This is why I told you. Like, I remember I was telling you earlier. It's like, yeah, Steve was telling me this. Okay, now he's telling me this. It all correlates together.
All right. Well, before you and I show our hand, let's see if Steven will talk honestly about this.
All right, go ahead, Steven.
So the first incident took place like 2 weeks ago when me, Tiffany, her uncle, I'm not going to name his name, but her uncle and Tiffany's mom and Tiffany's niece and nephew were over. She has a lot of family that lives together. I don't know why, it's just how it is. But I laughed at her uncle because I was like, I thought that was funny. And then Tiffany's mom came out of her room. So when you walk into imagine like walking into somebody's house and there's a living room on the left, but on the right side is her like master bedroom, and she can hear us all talking. And then she
Wait. You said you laughed at her uncle. What do you mean? Did you make a joke at his expense? Like, elaborate. Before you need to, if you're going to set up this scenario, you need to set it up in detail. What was it that you said that made you laugh at him? Or what happened? Did he like fucking slip on a banana peel or something? Like, what's the laughter coming from?
I believe they were making fun of me for something I did and calling me like stupid or whatever like that. And Tiffany's mom does not like anyone calling me stupid, especially me, since I have actually learning disabilities. But anyways, I laughed because I basically, without even saying a word, I got him in trouble by his mom. I don't know why that's a big deal to him, because he lives in the home, but he feels like I don't know why he's so worried about his mom getting mad at him. But anyways, I laughed because he got in trouble, and then he went outside and he like punched me, and that kind of like took me by surprise.
He got in trouble because he called you stupid?
No, because I got him in trouble.
How did? Yeah, but I'm saying, what? Like, did you go and tattle on him?
No, because I laughed. I didn't say a word, but I chuckled.
I don't understand.
He chuckled, and in the silence of the night, Kaho, the mom got up and said, "What is this laughter that's going on?" Oh, burst open. What's going on in here? Why are you chuckling? And they had to explain to her because she called him stupid.
So you did tattle.
I did, but I didn't like.
Why'd you say no then? What the fuck?
Because I still feel like I did not do anything wrong.
Okay, yeah, that's. I'm not asking for like your view on if or not tattling is good or bad. I asked you a very simple question, and then you said no. Why did you lie?
Because in a way, I feel like I was still right because I did not. Even though I did not tattle on him.
Again, I'm not asking the morality of tattling. I asked a very concise, very pointed, very simple question. Did you tattle? Why'd you say no? Whatever. Just continue with your story, dishonest ass.
Okay, I tattled in a manner that I was not expecting to tattle on him, if that makes any sense.
It doesn't.
Now, if you had said she came in and she asked a little wrong, and we was like, "Oh, we just up over here joking around. He called me stupid, made me laugh," and then she took it a whole different way. You could say that.
Still tattling.
That makes sense.
But
That makes sense.
I basically literally let out like a chuckle, and then she heard us laughing, and then after that she said like, "Calm down, guys," and then she overheard that they were making fun of me. And then she got mad at the uncle, and the uncle got all pissed off. And then we went outside, and that's what happened.
It still feels like it's not. Is it just me? It's not just me, is it? It can't just be me.
He's omitting details, or what?
He's omitting details. Like he's just like he's bundling them up in order to not say something, in order to not like it, like this whole. The whole tattling thing, like I didn't tell on him, but he was talking about it. I casually mentioned, this nigga called me stupid, and she got mad at him because of that. Like, why not just say that? It doesn't sound.
He didn't say it was him who said it. He said it was probably.
I mean, he just said that he said it. He just said that he was going to say it a moment ago.
Did you say that I told her he called me stupid? Is that what you said, Steven?
No, because she heard us laughing and then came out when it happened.
Okay, so who told her then?
She found out on her own.
No. Somebody had to have said the word which led her to know a thing. Who is the one who said it?
I laughed, and then
laughing does not tell anyone any. There's are no details in a laugh. Okay, I just laughed. What did I just say to you?
Nothing.
Exactly, motherfucker. Quit being weaselly and just fucking say it, dude. Who told her? Who's the one who mentioned it? Even if it was like unintentional.
Okay, it was me unintentionally.
Thank you very much. Vindicated, Jinsei, you motherfucker.
Oh my god!
Defending your son every time. All right, go on.
You're not gonna do it.
I know, but at the same time, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't be dishonest about it. I would just fucking say what happened.
I mean. We cut from a different cloth, Kaho. Come on, stop it.
Sure, but like this. I mean, come on, man. When you're telling a story like this, it's important to make sure that everyone knows the details that are going on.
I understand that. You're preaching to the choir. I understand that. What I'm saying is,
defending this man child.
What I'm saying is that you have to curb your enthusiasm a bit when it comes to this. Like you just do. Like. We're fucking 40 weeks in, 46 weeks in, because we had fucking 6 weeks of build up. Like, come on, bruh. Half a year, or almost a full year.
Nope. Nope. I refuse.
I get it. That's your way of trying to teach this nigga.
The reason why I come at it from a different direction is because, like, yeah, you accept him for who he is. You accept him for this, like, Steven that he is. I want him to be better. I want him to be better conversationalist. I want him to be better at explaining shit.
Too.
I want him to be better all that shit. So coddling him and letting him get away with these little fucking
Kaho, I carried him for 5 years.
These verbal foibles.
You're not gonna tell me what to do with my child. I carried him for 5 years.
Hey, me and Jinsei has seen my growth. It changed dramatically.
Yeah. Fuck what you're saying.
Dramatically.
Yeah, but you carrying him for 5 years apparently has not cured him of this weaselly little dishonest bullshit that he does. So we need a different take on it. Apparently, it's like the drug war. Drug war hasn't worked, so we need to try something else.
That's why you hear. I'm just saying. Your foot doesn't need to have the pedal all the way to the fucking floor. Come on. Bring it back a little bit. Drive with your big toe, nigga. Come on. Drive with your big toe. What size shoe you wear? 11 and a half? 10 and a half?
No.
Sound delicious.
All right, continue with your stupid ass story and quit being dishonest.
But anyway, so like, you know, she told us. Go ahead. She told us like knock it off. So we said yeah we will. So we went outside, and without really like questioning it, like he like comes and charges at me. I'm like, what is going on? Like, and then he starts stuff, and like I was like, okay.
So you just ran at you full speed, head down,
shoulder out. And then his cognitive abilities kicked in, and everything slowed down in slow motion. He started to be able to think, oh man, this is about to happen. He's running at me full speed.
Some animation.
He's going to hit me. What's going to happen after that? Will I lose my mind? Will my uncontrollable rage take over and I'll power up to a new level and beat him into the ground? Go ahead, Steven.
Honestly, if like Tiffany wouldn't have like come out like right then.
Motherfucker, don't you dare. Go ahead.
Listen. I never felt like I was ready for something in my entire life for that moment. Like, I never had that moment before.
Okay.
Did you hear what he said? Are you telling me you was ready to fight him?
I misunderstood the part when you went, like right before that. Whatever he was saying, like, for some reason, I didn't understand what he was saying. What was he saying? Explain it to me.
If Tiffany didn't come outside when she did, he was ready to throw down.
Oh,
that's what he said.
Okay.
But it was weird. Like, it was like I was ready for this. Like, it was like my feelings were different. Like, I was ready. Like, I wasn't scared or anything like that.
Okay. Is this uncle like a skinny little waif like you are?
I'm a little bit bigger, but only because he drinks a lot of beer.
What is a little bit? Because you use words very weirdly.
He probably weighs like 180.
All right, so he had like a 40-50 pound difference on you, is what you're saying.
But then
and he's a farm boy, is he not?
Yeah, he is, but he doesn't have.
So he does farm work.
Okay, so he likely has muscle that you don't have, and he has mass that you don't have. Got it. All right, so continue on to the part where you weren't scared to take this motherfucker who was bigger and stronger than you in every conceivable way.
I realized it was the wrong decision, and I was like, we gotta cut it out.
But like you just hang around with a bunch of sticks in the mud.
I gotta turn my fan on because it's hot in here. All right, so
hey, go ahead, bro.
We cooled off.
I thought you said this nigga punched you in the next week or some shit.
Oh no, he did.
So he fucked you up, got you.
He got me once, but like I could have gotten him, but I was like, no, I'm not about that life.
So Tiffany came outside.
No, but like I was feeling it. Like I was feeling.
How was you feeling? Explain it. Explain
the feelings.
Explain the anger welling up inside of you, giving you energy and turning you into a Saiyan warrior.
You ever felt like that, Kaho? Like the energy was building up inside you. You was ready to fight anybody at any given time.
Backstage bouncing, adrenaline building up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you listen to that song, that's your nut have you bought?
But anyways, like that's pretty much what like I have on him. Like technically, like isn't that like assault?
Yeah.
I mean
technically, yeah. All right, so So you tattled on this nigga. He came out. He punched you, and you're like, oh, Tiffany, let me calm down.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so he fucked you up, and you bitched out. That's got you. Cool
No,
story.
I was ready.
This is why we can't tell you. This is why we can't tell you shit. Why you gotta go that route? Like, why you
I'm saying, like, if you had said the same thing, nigga, I would have said, but all right, so Jinsei, you got fucked up by okay.
No, I'd be like, hey, bro, he had a
you.
gun. I couldn't do nothing. He had a gun. You
All
gonna
right,
call
so
me a bitch?
This nigga waving a gun in your face, and you gonna back down because of a couple of slugs? Get the fuck. All right, you little bitch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, all right. You one of those niggas. Okay.
But there's something else. Like
Nigga, 50 Cent got shot 8 times.
I don't give a fuck about no 50.
I did have something new that like actually occurred, like that I never had, like something new that I wanted to kind of talk about.
We're not off of that yet because this is what I'm getting at. It was his car that he backed into, Kaho. So he was like, if anything, and he's not saying it. He didn't say it. He's like, there's no scratches. He didn't say there's no dent. There's a dent in the car, but he's not. But what he said, how he said it in the car with me was, if anything, this is just payback for him punching me.
Oh, okay.
This is his rationale in the car, like in the moment with us going over it.
So
the wheels are turning in his mind.
One of them post hoc revenge motherfuckers, aren't you?
But it's not like I'm trying to like get in trouble or anything like that.
I mean, what? What'd you say?
Like I didn't mean to do it.
No, of course not. We're saying like it's even more of a bitch move because you're like, yeah, you know what? Yeah. After the fact, like you didn't give it any thought. There was no premeditation to it. It wasn't intentional. But you're ascribing like a positive result based on the fact that you and him didn't see eye to eye, and he fucked you up in the past.
Pretty much.
Okay. So you're a little bitch and you're petty. Got you.
Are you petty, Kaho?
I can be petty.
Oh, you can be. You have the ability to be petty.
Yeah. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm petty very often, but I can be petty. It takes a lot, but yeah, I can.
Anyway,
Are you petty? I ain't even got to ask. I already know the answer to the question.
Do you know the answer?
Yeah.
Why do you know the answer? Go ahead.
Because I've known you for a long ass time. I know you're petty.
When have I ever been petty?
Nigga, I'm not gonna bring up some of the conversations that we have because they are not for this podcast or for anybody else's ears other than yours and mine. But you have been a petty motherfucker in the past.
I do not remember this. But I'm definitely going to say somebody probably got fired at the store we worked at because I didn't fuck with them.
wait, what?
Definitely going to say that shit.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm
definitely going to.
I'm just glad I'm on good terms with you.
Nah, your ass will be back in Frozen by next week. But, you know, I just like it. And the truest statements in that situation, that person was really, really disrespectful for no reason to me. So I was like, you're out of here, buddy.
Got the nigga fired.
Did I ever know this man or no? Was this before my time?
Wasn't a man.
Whoa.
But yeah, that person got fired.
It was a Koopa Troopa.
No way.
Fucking Koopa Troopa with a shell and everything.
Did I know this individual?
Probably, Steven. I don't know.
I have it's hard for me to be petty because I'm so confrontational. Like I have a tendency to air my grievances as soon as they pop up. Like if I got a problem with you, I'm gonna tell you to your fucking face I got a problem with you.
So you believe that because you're like that, it negates the ability to be petty? Like
I don't think it negates the ability to be petty. It just makes it harder to be because people are typically petty when it comes to having a problem and they feel powerless to do something about it directly, so they have to take an alternate route in order to get something done about it. Like that doesn't even necessarily always amount to pettiness, but it's like the first stepping stone. I tend to overstep that by going directly to a person and telling them that I have a problem with something that they're doing or something about them, like they could take a bath or like I don't like being petty. Okay, I'll tell you one time that I was actually petty, and it was actually, I want to say, within a year. You know what? I can't even consider it petty because, like, I brought it up and I was very direct about the shit. One of my coworkers, Andy, would never wear deodorant. This
I
nigga
was just about to say, are you telling me right now that you could at work tell somebody in front of everybody, your motherfucking ass stink, and you needed to take it? I could.
Yeah, and I did
do that.
I can, and I did.
I cannot do that.
And like the part that was borderline petty was like, it's because this motherfucker did not wear deodorant ever. Like, he takes showers, sure, but like, we're working in a big ass machinery shop. Like, it's hot, you know, like motherfuckers are sweating and shit. And he would just never wear fucking deodorant. I asked him, like, why don't you wear deodorant? Why the fuck are you musty all the goddamn time? And he's like, I got sensitive underarm. I got sensitive baby underarms. So I went and I bought him some fucking deodorant that's for niggas with little sensitive baby underarms.
Actually, you were about to say little bitch underarms, but go ahead. Go ahead.
That's the closest thing in recently.
How did he receive that?
I mean, he took the damn deodorant and he started putting it on.
No way.
Yeah.
I don't know why that constitutes a no way, but
yeah, that me either. That's why I was like, yeah.
I always.
But no, it's not. It's you can forget. I keep one in the car. I keep one in my room. Like, I can never be somewhere where I don't have some deodorant. But we've had plenty of associates where they was thinking, and they was like, "You got to go tell them something." I was like, "Not me. I don't know what the fuck they going through. I don't know if this person is homeless and they just working at this motherfucker. I'm not going to have that conversation. I'm emotional. I'm going to cry. Nope. They were making jokes on one dude. It was like, he out there in the rain and he stink. Maybe we should get some bar soap and give it to him while he out there. I didn't make that joke. I don't do that shit. That's cause for bad juju there. Yeah. But I'm just like, I can't do that. It's like, Brad, like, hey, look. I just know, first of all, I'm weird as fuck anyway when it comes to this shit. I don't walk through the store breathing through my nose all the time. I take deep breaths in some places I know gonna smell nice, and then I go to where I need to go. I do not no. We had this one girl up in here, up in the store, this Indian chick. She just stayed. And finally, somebody in the produce section, as she was walking by, this older lady, they know it's her. They know it's the Indian girl, but she got loud as fuck. Oh my god! Like, oh my god, what's the smell? Like, as the girl was standing there looking at her, she said, I don't know, it's not me though, and like pranced off because she was like a princess type deal, I guess. Fuck, I don't even know how to describe it, but like that shit, I was crying, laughing, but it's like, because you can just win off of ignorance in that sense. But still, it's like, bruh, I can't be the one. And I think it's because somebody did that to me in fucking like 7th grade. And it's hard, bruh. Think about the kids we grew up with, me and you, like rude ass little niggas. Like, you forget your deodorant one day, niggas is on your top that whole day. You know what I mean?
Shit, whole day, whole week, whole month.
I'm saying, so it's like
hey, here come Must Bucket. What's up, Must Bucket? How you doing?
They got me one time in PE. Was like, come on. They was like, come here, come smell him. Bro, I took off running. Bro. Took off. I was like, y'all need to chill, bro. I'm down bad today. But you know what? That's a life. Make sure I have my shit on me at all times after that. All time. But yeah, that's some I might be traumatized off of that. I cannot be the one to be like, hey, you fucking stink.
I think I own like 6 bars of deodorant. I got 2 in my car. I got 1 here, like near my desk. 1 in the fucking bathroom. I got 1 near my bed. I got deodorant, all kinds of deodorant. Not necessarily because I was traumatized, like, or I should say not traumatized in the way that you were, but because like, I don't know, like when I lived in New Mexico, like we were poorer than we had ever been, and it's just, it's just always hot in New Mexico. Always hot, but we always had deodorant. Like, deodorant and soap are two things that we always had because the church would give them to us for free. But we'd go to school and you'd be there with other kids who just, man, just terrible. And in my mind, I'm just like, I don't want to be like that person, so I'm gonna have deodorant on me at all time. I'm gonna wear deodorant. I'm gonna smell nice. I ain't gonna smell terrible like this girl that I'm sitting beside, or this dude that I gotta do like sit-ups with and shit. Like, hold my feet. Nigga, let me get a clothespin first, because you wearing shorts and you clearly didn't wash your balls this morning. Like, it's terrible. Like, and I have a sensitive nose too. Fuck no.
That's crazy. Anyway, what was we talking about? Steven being petty. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah. Wait, we're talking about Steven stinks.
No, we were talking about Steven being petty, and then went into your story of how you were petty for once. Okay, I need to know. Like, you need to start typing on the side. Tell me my pettiness that I've done that can't be said on the podcast. I need to hear it. I don't believe it.
Okay, I'd like to know that.
No, he didn't say to you. He said just to me.
This is a between me and Jinsei thing.
So I do have another discussion I kind of want to talk about after we're done.
All right, go ahead. What are you talking about? Go ahead.
So this never happened to me before, ever. So this happened at work. Keep that in mind as well. So with my new position, I'm basically all over the store. They've been having me branch out of Frozen since I no longer work in Frozen. I was in produce a few days ago, and these big, huge, they're probably 6'1" or something like that. But the two dudes leaned over towards my way and said, "That guy is really skinny." I don't know how you guys feel, but that was kind of awkward.
So just some big ass dudes just called you skinny.
Exactly. Is it really necessary to the point where I can hear that?
Nick, don't you call yourself skinny all the time?
Yeah, well, I don't care, but somebody said it the way he said it though was kind of almost trying to body shame me, but I didn't really care.
Then why you said that you don't really care?
No, I know, but he said it to the point where he knew I can hear him.
Yeah, but you're contradicting yourself. You're saying,
do you care or do you not care?
You call yourself skinny all the time. You say that you don't really care, but then you ask us is it weird that he was trying to body shame me? Do you care or not?
It sounded a lot cooler in my head than it actually did.
I told him, because you described them as they're taller than you, but they're also way bigger, right?
Yeah, but you just go over to them
they wasn't in shape bigger. They was big guys.
Yeah, they were
so
big
it's
guys.
How did you know it wasn't a case of them seeing you and was man, I wish I was as skinny as him? Because you look at me, I'm all fat.
It's because they pointed out that they could see my bones. So what?
So what? That's the thing that you can see when people are skinny. It doesn't subtract from the idea that maybe they were saying, "Oh shit, look at this skinny ass nigga, man. I wish my metabolism was high." It doesn't subtract from Jinsei's point. Is what I'm getting at.
I don't know. It just weirded me out because they were within 3 feet of me. Why would you say that?
I think you grabbing any attention from anybody weirds you out because you're so used to not being out there on the floor where people can see you. Which is something you just have to get over and get used to, unfortunately.
Good point.
Hey, Kaho.
Yeah.
You know who Kevin Samuels is, right?
I do not.
You're fucking kidding me. Are you serious?
I don't know him by name, nigga. Who the fuck is he?
The black dude who's in all the videos talking to the women all crazy and shit?
I don't it's every black dude. What the fuck?
No, the one who's he do like relationship shit, like all that shit. Like,
are you talking about that nigga that got like a podcast and he's just like hella misogynistic?
But is he misogynistic?
Are we thinking about the same person? Does he have a podcast?
I think, is it a podcast? It might be a podcast where he'll have like a random person on all the time. And he's telling this person, hey, this, and this. Like, for example, he was like, excuse me, how tall are you? She said 5'3". He said, how much you weigh? She said 225. He said, okay, goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, so how do you feel about that, bro? Because I'm assuming since you don't know anything about like his actual shit, you've never watched a series of the shit.
No.
You've only ever seen the clips of him like going against the women, right?
Being fucked up, yeah.
Right? So, I mean, he does men as well.
Okay.
How do you feel about everything he has to say? You feel like he has a better way of going about it or what?
I mean, I think obviously some people are going to be attracted to that sort of thing. And I don't know, it's weird because I kind of have some of those qualities where I'm an acerbic person. I'm very blunt. But I don't go out of my way to try and hurt a person's feelings.
And that's a Steven.
Well, Steven gives me a reason to, so it's technically not going out of my way.
His existence. Right. Go ahead.
You better stop.
I heard that.
Over here fucking coddling this nigga. Did you
way,
tattle? No. Leave him alone, Kaho! Shut the fuck up. But I think that from what I do know about the way that he handles this, people, women and men in general, it's fine to a point, and that point is when it's like insulting someone for the sake of insulting them. Like the one that you just explained, like the whole you short and fat, goodbye. Like that's not like a direct insult, but like anybody who is fucking listening knows exactly what he's fucking doing, and I just can't get down with that.
I've always so I had to actually like watch a full segment. And I've always felt like, initially just looking at the clips, like, damn, this dude is really fucked up. Like, he's just really attacking these women like that. Like, there's nothing wrong with. And then you listen to the full segment, and then it's really like, I hate to be like he's justified it. Most of the time he is, because some people are just fucking rude. They just go on there just like, this is my time to talk, and I know this is your platform, but nah, this like, could you imagine if you had a guest where they was like, nah, motherfucker, I'm here, I'm the guest, you listen to me, I speak, you listen. Could you imagine?
Yeah, I see people do it on a lot of different platforms that I watch.
Right, like, no, that shit not flying. But, so those are some exceptions. And then when they have the full-blown conversation and they're talking about their expectations and how they are and what they believe they deserve, like that, like a lot of the times he's just trying to like seriously be like, hey, you need to chill, like you really not a 9, you're more like a 5.5, and you need to like aim for a 7, not a 12. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, like, I don't at no point
his core message is there. How he delivers the shit sometimes is off-putting. I get that.
Sure. At no point would I say that I'm like 100% against him or most people, unless they give me a reason to be. Because like I know he's like a fashion consultant, isn't he? Or an
some kind of guru of some sort. Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually and like maybe I'm wrong, but I think that like because once a person builds their image, then other people tend to fall into that image. So if he like has like any sort of streak as like somebody who can be rude, then you're gonna have people who are going to play into that. You're gonna have people who are gonna call his show and want to get that rudeness out of him. They want to get fucking shut down. They're gonna say some stupid shit just to get that rise out of him because they know that they can, and because they know like that's what happens on the show. They want to be a part of the show, you know. So they're going to make themselves into the targets because it continues that thing that they enjoy and makes them a part of it, good or bad. And then you have the people who are going to take his shit out of context. Like, he takes something good, clip out a part, and make it look bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so of course that's going to happen. And that's going to happen with anybody on any platform. So I don't rule those things out. I don't think that he's like some fucking irredeemable piece of shit or anything like that. It's just the most prominent things that I've seen are those clips of him being that way. That doesn't necessarily mean that I think he's like a bad person. That's just the most that I've seen.
I tell you what, the one I seen today, old girl was talking about the Bible and being 25 and unwed and not having babies and not having... And then nigga, she got on camera. Boy, goddamn. I was like, you really need to check yourself, fam. Because while I don't feel like I'm a 10 by any standards, I just know like that. She sounded like female Steven. Let's put it like that.
Goddamn.
She didn't know. She didn't know what she was talking about at all, bro.
It's even more hilarious because you said she was talking about the Bible.
Yeah, like, but she plain as day, she was like, this is what was taught to me by my parents, by my dad. And it was like, it's on his own spin on whatever verse they were going over. It wasn't like, this is what it says. Now let me tell you what I think it means.
So 100% female Steven.
Yes.
Cool.
Female Steven, and her head was big as fuck too. Just
so you know, after that episode, I dialed back down to make sure I know what I'm talking about for the most part.
Ain't nobody talking about whatever the fuck you talking about right now. So she had a big ass waterhead. She didn't know what the fuck she was talking about.
She looked a little inbred, if I'm gonna be a little honest.
Okay, and she looked like Steven. Got you. God damn. So how did he deal with her?
I guess he said he grew up in church, so it was like, we can go through the Bible. I had to get out. It was like fucking 20 minutes long. But yeah, so after dispelling her Bible talk, she just kept trying to like talk over him, like let me speak. So then it was like, all right, I'm done talking to you, because he's like, you're not trying to have a conversation. You're trying to get your piece, and then you're trying to like use my platform to build yourself up, but there's nothing to build up.
Yeah, I see that happen a lot.
But it's just like that. I didn't really think about it, and I think it's because I've never ever, outside of going to an NBA basketball game and wanting to be on the court, wanting to be a part of a show, some form of entertainment that's in front of me. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I've never gone to the circus and was like, damn, I'm trying to get up in there and do some fucking backflips through a hula hoop. No, that's not me.
Nigga, like, have you no self-awareness?
What you mean?
We're doing a show right now.
Okay, but so what are you talking about?
Nothing.
What I'm saying.
I was just trying to. I was trying to make you stumble.
The podcast.
This is you walking, and I'm just like, let me stick my foot out real quick.
Yeah, why are you like that? God damn.
It was because.
Well, yeah.
Because.
Well, have you ever been to like somewhere was like, damn, I'm trying to jump in right now and be part of this right now? Or can you just sit back and enjoy the show for what it is?
Yeah, I'm not really that type of person.
I mean, I will be. You will want to be Kaho with me and Jinsei go play some ball in a few months.
No, I won't. I don't care about playing the shooty hoops.
You know I'm coming out there. We got to play shooty hoops.
Yeah, they're in. I live in Loveland, nigga. Basketball is banned.
We are nah, nigga. We
this
are finding some
this
white
is Trump
boys.
County, boy. This Trump County.
Which means that the basketball hoops should be up. Like, they didn't care about no fucking COVID.
Nah, you
But
see
yeah,
basketball, you pull out your shotty.
Bruh, it's not that bad. Please don't. Come on, bruh. Stop it. We're going to get a B&B somewhere else.
So, you guys want to hear about the Steven and Tiffany arc?
Oh, yeah. About the whole... Yeah, go ahead, because I got some more shit. That's right. Go ahead.
You know how long I've been waiting for Tiffany to actually get a job, right?
How long, Steven?
About 3 years.
Okay.
I think she's on the rise of getting one.
On the verge.
It's not how that expression goes, but yeah.
Okay, I misused a word. That's okay. But anyways, continuing on. So she had over the phone, like a Zoom call for Chick-fil-A in our town. I'm like, is she gonna get it? Is she not? You know how she is. But I thought she was just being bogus about all these interviews. But apparently I was wrong. And apparently she had like an interview at Chick-fil-A, and she made it to the first interview today. Now she had like an in-person interview on Monday. So hopefully she's gonna start working. It's gonna be pretty nice.
Okay, there's more to it though, because you were saying something right before we started recording.
What happened to did he ask in chat or on a podcast if I knew anybody who worked at a certain store, or was that just like in person or in text message? Anyway, yeah, what happened to you trying to get her into a Walmart, the one in Modesto?
So like she was like, you know what, Steven? I appreciate you helping me trying to use your connections, because like I talked to one of our assistant managers who knew someone that worked there, and she said, yeah, I'll help her out, because she knows who she is too, because I talk to her all the time about her. I think she's seen us both together at work. But anyway, she like, no, I don't want your help, because I don't want you to say like I got you the job. Like, would I actually ever say that though?
Kaho?
Yes, you would.
So I was like, you know
just
what?
Ignore that part.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There's no go ahead for me. You asked the question, I answered you, and then you're just like, stop talking about that anymore.
Anyway, yeah. So
I can totally see, Steven, that you guys will argue about some shit. You be like, hey. Just remember who got you that job, Tiffany.
Yeah, you remember that whole petty thing that we were talking about?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, you petty as fuck. So, I'm not even gonna say that I know. I will 100% fucking guarantee that you would throw some shit back in her face. Throw some shit back in anybody's face. Let's be honest. When it comes to getting someone a job, buying someone a game, guarantee.
Oh,
so this is the big thing. Oh, go ahead. You sound like you have a revelation. Go ahead.
I do have a revelation. So I want to let the viewers know it was my birthday this past week.
This is a revelation. We're not talking about that. Anyway, look, we'll get back to the 4 games that you bought for yourself on your birthday later.
No, it's go ahead.
It's relevant.
I need you to sit back and think about this for a second. Why did Tiffany say that?
I don't know. Like, sometimes I feel like she's bipolar, but that's just me.
God damn, are you fucking serious right now? That's like the worst fucking answer that you could have given to that question.
I really wanted her to like work out the Walmart, so I could be like, hey.
Address the conversation that we're having. Don't fucking jump away from it.
I don't know.
Have no ability to self-reflect at all, do you? None whatsoever?
Not really.
Alright, keep going then, you fucking shallow ass. See, this is what discourages me about the idea that you can improve as a person.
It's only my second episode of my redemption arc.
Nigga, that doesn't matter. This is something that you should have learned as a child. Reflect on your actions. When you're being an asshole, reflect on that shit. When you realize, hey, like you don't even necessarily have to realize it. When somebody points out, hey, that's the worst thing that you could have possibly said, and your answer is, anyway. Like, that's you refusing to reflect on some bullshit. Your bullshit. And that, my friend, like, I didn't even have to, like, you brought this right to me. He's like, here, on a silver spoon, Kaho, here you go. You fed this to me. I didn't even have to try with that one. You did this shit yourself. But
right,
this is why I'm very skeptical. When Jinsei says that he thinks you can become better, I'm fucking skeptical.
You're so dramatic. Why are you gritting your teeth when you talk? Stop it.
Skeptical.
Gritting your teeth is kind of bad for the teeth.
Shut the fuck up with your sideline bullshit, trying to deflect from the... I hate when you do that shit, man. Like, we're in the middle of talking about some serious shit. We're talking, oh yeah, and you probably shouldn't, tell your woman, like, oh, you're having a bad day, maybe you're just PMSing. And then you're like, you know what? Speaking of blood, I cut myself. Like, get the fuck out of here with that stupid shit.
No, we actually talked about her being that way.
No, you talked about her being that way. How many times have we agreed with you when it comes to Tiffany? How many times? I can count on one hand how many times we've agreed with you on.
You agreed at the beginning. In the beginning, we agreed.
Before
I would say we.
In the beginning, we were more amenable to the idea that he might be telling the truth, or at least I was. And then I got to know this nigga.
Not to like shove my whole entire fucking leg down your throat, but what I was getting at, Steven, was that maybe she said that because you have a track record of doing the exact same thing with different things.
Self-reflection.
I don't really see myself as bipolar, though.
Oh, no, my God. What I'm saying is, why would she say, because I have way more patience than Kyle, why would she say, I don't want your help because I don't want you throwing it in my face that you help me?
I don't know.
Unless you've done it before, Steven.
Never have.
You sure?
Positive.
Hey, remember that time I got you that gift? I didn't need to do that, but I got you that gift. Or remember that time I put my dick inside you? I didn't need that. Yeah.
I'll give you an even more like a very like one that you can't even fucking deny because we were both here for it. Do you remember the Switch for her birthday?
I do.
You remember the Switch for her birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was it that you said when we asked you afterwards? Why do you think she was upset? What was your answer to that? Search your feelings, Skywalker.
Because it was the wrong color?
No, you stupid motherfucker. No, your response was, I guess she just doesn't appreciate me enough.
I'm pretty sure she appreciated it.
Nigga, no. Absolutely not. According to what you had said, that is not the way that situation went down. In fact, she was pissed. Super pissed. And it did not resolve itself. And then we asked you what you thought was wrong. And you said you think she just doesn't appreciate you. And you also called her bipolar back then, too. So the reason why I point this out is because there's a common denominator in all of this. And the only person who seems to be unable to notice, to realize what that common factor is Steven. Now, earlier I said you are incapable of self-reflecting. So if you take that criticism into consideration, what do you think the common factor in all of this is? should put some fucking throw some Jeopardy music in here. I'm gonna put it in there because this motherfucker. Time's up, motherfucker. It's you.
That boy was, you know, that meme with the lady with the math and all that shit going around her. That boy was like,
don't strain your little peanut, man. You're the common factor in all of this. You know how I can? No, he disconnected.
Oh.
He left.
And I'm back.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
What?
He went.
Did you have to shut down your shit
He went to have
because
a
your
little
parents
cry.
walked in?
No. My computer crashed.
Hey, let's.
Oh, you just missed your whole soliloquy.
Yeah, whatever. I want to move off of this topic. Just talking about Steven only makes me upset.
He was about to say something super crazy, like I already know what he was about to say. This is why I need you to be there when I'm talking to you. Get the fuck out of here,
Whoa.
Steven. Like, get out of here. I need you to be there when I'm talking to Tiffany.
You know what? Enough about me. What, Kaho, like, how you been, buddy?
If you call me buddy again, I'm kicking you off of this podcast.
Okay, Kaho.
Chill.
Nah, I'm good.
Buddy.
Eat a dick.
Hey.
Big chewy dick.
Buddy.
Find something else to talk about before we call this an episode in an hour.
Has it only been an hour?
It's only been an hour.
God damn. It would have been longer if your ass would have got on earlier. Why the fuck we gotta wait so long to record all the damn time? Why the fuck did I go straight home, Kaho? Why did I go straight home?
Because you made the mistake of thinking that Steven has free will. He does not. This nigga's life is absolutely dictated by other people.
This is a fact. He said he wanted to talk about something that we ain't talked about in a long time.
I still want to take it back to. Hold on. Actually, we're not jumping off of the subject yet because you said something right before we started recording. Jinsei, you said something to him about the whole Tiffany thing, and he said something that really got under my skin. And I want to know why he said that. I don't even necessarily want to give my opinion on it. I just want to know why he said that.
I don't remember what you're talking about.
The part about where you're like, it's a good thing, right? She got a job, and he says, I don't know, I don't think so. And then you started to press him on it, and I'm like, and then you said save it for the podcast.
See, I forgot about that. Because he made mention about, he was talking about the shit in the backseat of the car, and the driver was just like, what the fuck is he talking about? Something about, go ahead, Steven, go ahead.
Well, she is acknowledged like she has a lot of like schooling, but she doesn't have any experience.
Sidebar real quick. So let me just to go over Steven's general ignorance once again. We're in the car driving, and he's like, yeah, you know, she applied to Chick-fil-A. The driver used to work at Chick-fil-A. And he's like, she has her BA in culinary. You think she'll be able to get the job? It's like, what the fuck? Like, she's overqualified, if anything, right? Mm-hmm. But then I thought about it, and I was like, this is Steven I'm talking about. She ain't got no fucking BA. He said, she got her AA, AS, yeah. Right? Isn't that basically the same thing? I'm like, no, it's usually like isn't it like 2 years difference at least?
Mm-hmm.
Like
bachelor's and associates, like, yes.
$40,000 difference at least. Like there's a huge difference between both of them.
2 year minimum difference.
Yeah, so go ahead, continue on. She has her AA in culinary, by the way.
But so compared to me compared to her, I have like 10 years of work experience, and she has like absolutely zero. Like, yeah, she has all this education, but here's me with no education, and I have work experience, but here's Tiffany with, like, you know, her disability, and I don't know if that's going to affect her job at Chick-fil-A.
You know what type of fallacy this is, Jinsei? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, you know.
I do not.
So, you know how it's kind of a meme now, but you'll see a post saying like, I went to college for X, and then I went to apply for a job. The job says the job is an entry-level position, but they want 2 years experience. How do I get experience if I can't get the entry-level job to give me entry-level experience?
Okay. So is there a specific term for this?
Yes.
What is it?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay. Because I know what you're talking about. I've seen it. The meme. But,
explain to me, Steven, how, like, defend that position, considering what I just said.
I just hope, like, she knows what she's doing with her health, and I hope that she's going to be able to take care of herself while she's working. She's not like us.
Nigga, you say us.
Stop it. Is that where you thought he was gonna go with that, Kaho?
Not at all.
Okay. To back up what you were probably going with, Kaho, he did mention something about intermingling of the worlds. I didn't quite know like what he meant by that, like what worlds are going to collide by her having a job. He did make previous mention about how they're probably going to spend even less time because she'll be working X amount of hours, and then, you know. I mean, they'll always have Sunday because, you know, Chick-fil-A closed on Sunday.
But I'm starting to work later on Sunday.
Okay. Your point. You have a whole day. 9 hours of your day. Let's say 10 for driving purposes.
I mean, we've gone over this before. Like, this nigga thinks if he goes to work on a day, then that his entire day is like, all right, went to work for half of the day, not even half of the day, a third of the day. Therefore, that's the only thing that I can do that entire day. What else do you do? My entire day is taken up by work. Like, you go to work for 8 to 9 hours a day. You still got 5 to 6 hours of waking, at least. What do you do with those? Oh, no, that's a work day.
I mean, if you're committed to that cycle, then, you know.
You can be committed. I'm pointed on this because this is one of the key reasons why I'm now recording.
Right.
That's the reason. That's one of the reasons why I'm pointed on this. But I still disagree with that. I disagree with what you just said too. Like the whole, I went to work, so I can't do anything else that I consider to be not 100% leisure outside of work in that entire day. Nigga, I go to work, I get off work, on my way home from work, I'll stop and I'll go to the store and pick up groceries that I need. I'll fucking go and pay my bills. If I go to work, like, I don't wait for a day off to do this shit, because I think that that just makes for a lazy person, or not even necessarily lazy, just like a person who doesn't know how to set their priorities, who doesn't know how to make their day work for them, a person who doesn't know how to be an adult. Because mommy makes my bed for me.
His bed is always made. That's crazy. Is your bed always made? Is that like something you do when you get up at Kaho?
Yes.
Not you, Steven.
Yeah, I make my bed when I get up.
Damn, I'm the only motherfucker who don't do that.
By the way, speaking of that, did you know that, like, if you don't make your bed, you're like 10 times more likely to be lazier during that day? Like, if you make your bed in the morning.
That isn't how that works. Shut the fuck up. If you don't make your bed, all of your energy stays in the bed. What kind of stupid shit is that?
I ain't gonna lie though, it's been so hot that I just sleep on just my fitted sheet, and that's it. So maybe there's no bed making for me, but you still sleeping on me?
I mean, I have a. It's not as hot here as it is for you. But like the idea that like that's some fucking some shaman Jinsei level bullshit right there.
Would you stop it?
Stop what?
I'm just saying our souls are connected, brother. And then the only separation that we have is our mind.
Okay. I do not subscribe to the idea like, oh, if you wear if you only have one shoe on, then you want your mom to die, or some stupid shit like that. Like the whole what is it called? Superstitious bullshit.
Yeah, step on the crack, break your mom back.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to any of that shit. So when somebody says to me like, hey, did you make your bed this morning? And I'm like, did I? No, I didn't make my bed this morning. You must want to be lazy all day. Nigga, fuck you. Your stupid
I've never heard
ideas.
that before.
This nigga just said it.
I mean, I'm saying like outside of him. Like,
Oh,
I've
okay.
never heard that before.
It's funny. He's like, I've never heard that before. It's like, just completely ignore the fact that Steven said it.
Just throwing it out there.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah,
like, is that a thing?
You throw stupid shit out there all the time. We get that. If it is, whoever the fuck started it needs to be thrown in jail because they're stupid. Too stupid to dress themselves in the morning.
I'm pretty sure Steven's outfits are laid out every morning too.
What?
4 pairs of Yeezy jeans that he has on. You feel me?
4 pairs. You get to pick, do you want to look like a school shooter, a restaurant shooter, a movie shooter, or a Walmart shooter?
Whoa.
I'm going to work, so I can't dress like that last one.
That's for the weekend. It's for my weekend.
I haven't tried changing up my shoes.
Nigga, all you did is like you say you're playing a video game, right? And like you got the level 10 shoes. And then it's like, oh, okay. You know, I got enough to buy the level 20 shoes. Nah, instead I'm just going to upgrade my level 10 shoes. That's what you did. You didn't get better shoes. You just upgraded your fucking school shooter 10s.
But that's a great upgrade. Auto aim, bro.
What I'm saying is, like, yeah, you got like, they're like sparkly or whatever the fuck, like a new color code or whatever, but they still serve the same purpose. They're still just as lame looking.
You're right.
I'm going in on this nigga for some reason. I don't even know why.
It's just natural for you now.
Only when you say stupid shit like that.
Which is all the time.
All the fucking time. I can't help it.
He wanted to ask you what anime you was watching this season. I'm just speaking for him because you're not gonna let him get a word in edgewise.
Nigga, I will. I'd let him speak. It's just that I question the stupid shit that he says. You get plenty of words in edgewise. Just, his words ain't got no edge to them. That's all. But I mean, I'm still watching the same anime that I was watching the last time we talked about anime.
When's the last time we talked about anime? The fuck?
Like 4 episodes ago.
Did we talk about it?
Yeah. It was like two episodes before Steven disappeared to go like get drafted into his family army. But yeah, I mean, if we need to rehash the shit, we can rehash shit. I'm watching the Spider Joint, of course. My Hero, of course.
Hey. So the Spider Joint, we're watching it, and it's in 2 different time periods, right?
That's what I thought.
But it's not?
I'm not sure. They're like,
it has to be, right?
It has to be. I think so. Because like but no. Okay, at first I thought so. But the reason why I think that they pulled it back and actually tied the shit up is because the elf dude, right? The big bad elf.
Oh, because he's alive.
Yeah, because he got his head cut off, and then he walked back, and he's alive. And the Philimos, or whatever her name is, the teacher, she was like, oh, I saw you die. How are you here? And he's like, yeah, it'll take more than that to kill me. So that just kind of proves that they're in the same timeline, because one happened One happened in like the timeline 1, which the spider was in, and then he came back in timeline 2, which the humans are in, and then they kind of like stuck those two things together by him saying it'll take more than that to kill me. Like just that phrase, just that one phrase made it apparent, like, okay, then the spider and the humans are now, at the very least, now in the same time period. Let me say one more thing. Last 2 episodes have been trash.
But okay, so at the same time, they all reincarnated at the same time, right? Or no?
I don't think so. I don't think
because the vampire girl's a reincarnation too, right?
Yeah.
But she's a baby and everybody else is grown up, or like 16, 17.
Mm-hmm. And they might explain, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe vampires are like fucking phoenixes. When they die, they get reborn, so I don't know. But yeah, the vampire, or maybe they just take longer to age. I don't fucking know. But yeah, one of the, because like she's talking like she was in school. She's talking about how my sister, or my teacher and all this and that. And she was referring to the game as if, or not the game, but the world as if it were a video game. She's using like the meta, fucking, how am I blanking on this? Just the way of speaking, language. She's using meta language, like, oh, if this happened, I can see stats. This is an RPG, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly, she's from the original planet Earth.
And then that fucking Dragon Knight nigga came through, bro. I was like, this nigga looks so tight, bro. Like, goddamn. I'm just glad that I'm hoping by the end of it all, she's gonna have a human body, because working towards.
Yeah. And like on with the whole time thing, I think that it's kind of, it's only implicit. It's never explicitly stated, but it's implicitly stated that the times were different, and I assume that they slowly merged together the way that the story is told. But the administrator tells the spider straight up, like, you were born before the other ones. But if you go based on how the episode is presented, like, it shows her leveling up and shit alongside the humans. Like, they're leveling up at the same time, but then after she gets out, like, the administrator contacts her again and says, hey, the dungeon distorts your perception of time. Yeah, so like a day to you might, or what feels like a day to you might be a year to other people, or something like that. She just said that it distorts the time. She didn't give specifics, like very strong specifics, but she did say, like, the time in here the time in here feels like less than it does outside.
And then did you peep when she blew up that fort?
Yeah.
There was only like they went through the characters that was there. There was only one non-generic character.
Mm-hmm.
Blue-haired boy. Was that fucking Julius?
No,
he died to the Demon Lord, right?
Yeah, the Demon Lord killed him. There was one person that didn't look like an NPC, but it wasn't a named character that we know of. It was just
a mage?
Yeah, it was just somebody who looked like slightly more cool than the other characters.
Yeah, so that one took a pleasant surprise in turn. I thought it was just going to be like her journey to becoming like Rimuru and fucking reincarnated as a slime, just fucking queen, fucking demon lord, basically.
Yeah.
But this like the layers upon this one is pretty good.
Yeah. I mean,
how your perspective wise, how you feel about the teacher having them kidnap the kids as they were reincarnated?
You mean like the morality of it?
Yeah.
It depends on the perspective. Like, if we're going from her perspective, it makes sense. She can see when people are going to die.
Mm-hmm.
So if she pulls them all in, then she can extend their life. She kidnaps them, she hides them away behind this barrier. Then the next time she checks the ability, it says that they don't die like 4 days from now or something like that. So I can understand that. From that perspective, I can understand the reason why she does it. at the same time, I can understand why the students are pissed off at her, because she's basically taking away their free will, and they're not allowed to live their lives like this, even though they were probably going to die at a given time. Like, bitch, if I'm gonna die, it's my choice to die. Like, you don't get to decide that for me. So I'm of two minds of it. I can understand both sides. About you, Nick?
Well,
how you feel about the teacher trying to remain cool and relate to her students that way? Because I think that part stuck out to me most. It's like, you're obviously older than them, but you've done all this research to try to like level with them mentally to some degree, like socially. Like, hey, let me talk like them. Does she sacrifice like her authority by doing so?
In their world, no, because like even though she is like, she's approaching them in a way that's familiar and like trying to make it so that they're comfortable around her, she's still an adult, they're not. She still has authority, they don't. So just from that, like on that level, just the objective level, no, she doesn't sacrifice anything really. Well, I guess like she might sacrifice her pride as a teacher, I guess, but that really depends. Like that's more of an outside perspective. That really depends on how her students look at her. I don't think that she personally loses anything, especially since she did have such a good rapport with her students. I think it's kind of weird, but I don't think she lost anything as a result of it. She could have, but she didn't.
It's not helping her in the afterlife, that's for sure.
No, definitely not, because like now that she's the same age as them, like the whole authority granted by being an adult while they're not, and the authority granted by being a teacher, like in an official capacity, is gone. So she's just a peer in technically.
And then how I feel about it is, I feel like it's just one of those situations where everybody that she's helping is completely ignorant as to why she's helping, and they won't ever be told, because that's the downside to the ability, or that's the con to the ability. So it's like everybody's justified with the amount of information that they have. But if you were to, it's obvious they would feel different if you were like, hey, I'm fucking saving your life by doing this. Like, all right, well, shit, bet. You said the same thing before when we talked about it. If you appear to put in a fucking video game world, you're trying to survive as much as possible. You don't want to go nowhere where you're going to die. And if there's an ability out there that's going to let people know, or let that person know how you would die, and they can change it, you're probably going to have them help you out.
Exactly.
Yeah, so...
The problem is they don't have the meta knowledge that we have, because even though they know that they're inside of a second life or whatever, they don't know that they're a fucking anime. They don't know that we can see her abilities, and they can't see her abilities either. So they're completely justified in being pissed off that they got fucking like, I grew up with my new mom and dad for 15 years or whatever the fuck, and now here I am stuck with fucking elf bitch kidnapping me. Now, I can never see these people that I just spent 15 years of life with ever again.
They weren't that old, but yeah.
Some of them
She
were.
kidnapped them when they were no, she kidnapped the ones when they were like super young. And made the elves look like they were just kidnapping babies for no reason.
Yeah,
or infants, I should say.
I mean, it also showed where they stole away the older ones, and like some of the other ones didn't even like have to be convinced, because they had enough time away to become full-fledged adventurers with like magical swords and shit.
Oh yeah.
So like it wasn't all just like bam, 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 one after one after one. She kidnapped them based on a priority. She kidnapped them on a priority list, saying when she would know, like if they're gonna die sooner, she's gonna go after them first, and then the ones who are gonna die like 20 years later, she's not gonna bother with them yet.
Yeah, she wasn't fucking with the ones who was in the academy or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And like they're young adults when she was like fucking 16-ish.
What were you gonna say, Steven?
Some stupid shit. I'm pretty sure.
Have you guys watched Vivi yet?
No.
Nope. Don't even know what it is. You haven't linked it at all. All you do is say, "Have you watched it?" We tell you no, and then that's it.
You get it's about like AI girls, but like they
but
it's pretty good. It's a lot of fighting.
Not watching it. Not watching it.
It's not what you think.
Didn't you say that last time you made a suggestion about something? It's not.
It was about. It was about Golden Egg Priority though, and I heard that one was actually like really good. Like from somebody credible, they said it was like really good. Like I intended to watch it, but I just never did.
Oh, it's back.
I mean, Abby brought up the Vivi one as well, and she asked me because she likes to. She always asks me what
are you using. Oh my god!
She always asks me what I'm thinking about. I'm using the same one that I sent you last time.
No, I mean the one he just posted.
Yeah.
Oh my god! The fuck!
I could turn on an ad blocker. What's wrong with you?
No, just open that shit up. Check out this girl play now. Keep your door closed when you play this game. Customized entertainment for all kings. Town of Sins.
Turn on a fucking ad blocker.
This not there ain't no ad block. This is just what's on the page.
Yeah, those are ads.
Bruh, I'm not turning this off. This girl is gagged and she's tied up.
Oh, okay. My bad. I thought you were complaining. I didn't know you.
No, I was just
like, hey, let me share this greatness with you, motherfuckers.
I want to screenshot it and then put it in the video. But let me close some tabs first.
I mean, you don't have like green shot? You can cut the pieces. You don't need the entire screenshot.
Oh no, I don't. You always tell me I need to get it, but I never do get it.
I mean, even if you just send the screenshot, I can alter it myself.
All right, bet.
Softcore porn on the Night Sky podcast.
The views are going up, baby.
It's like the dude is like he humping on his girl, right? You can't see no penetration, and you can see a black sock, so you know that he ain't really touching her. Softcore porn.
I used to do it back in the day.
I used to stay up and like turn on Cinemax or
Cinemax.
Yeah. That's
real sex.
That's the sex. They're doing the sex.
You hear a creaking. What else you watching, Steven? Because I'm probably not watching this shit.
I'm watching 86. It's about like military, sci-fi stuff. Pretty good if you like machines versus humans. Also
I didn't like the styles of the mechs up in that one, so I was like,
yeah, those kind of were weird. Other than that, it's not bad.
I don't do mecha.
They got like this one main female chick.
Imagine that.
Also, Tokyo Revengers. It kind of comes and goes, but
Tokyo watching it, it's amazing. Your opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think there's been a bad episode of Tokyo Revengers yet.
It's great.
And people say it's like a better Erased, but I don't know if I would go that far.
Better what?
Erased.
What is that?
You never watched Erased, Kaho?
Maybe I have. I just don't recognize it by the name.
The kid or the guy who he didn't get in an accident though, but he's trying to save the girl who got murdered in his town, so he goes back in time. And then he ends up saving her, and you think they're gonna get together, but she ends up dating his best friend. That's the part that sticks out to me. This thing.
Oh shit! Some fucking cuckoldry in there. I gotta watch this.
Like he goes into the hospital, Brad, and then he wakes up, and then he's like, "Oh, y'all together now? I just spent 16 years trying to."
Cool. Say no more. Don't spoil it. Yeah, we watching this.
Erased is really good. I think their live action adaptation is like really good too, if I'm not mistaken.
What's the Japanese name for it? Because it doesn't pop up.
Pretty sure you find it under Erased.
Sorry, not found anime with keyword erased. Yes, keyword. You can find all anime at Anime List.
I don't see a Japanese name for it.
We'll find it and send it to me later on. All right, what else you watching?
Oh wait, Okay, Boku Dake ga Inai Much.
What is that?
That's erased.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Boku
Anyway,
Dake ga Inai Much.
I plan to watch My Hero Season 5. I have not gotten around to it. I'm kind of slacking.
Trash. You're trash. Okay.
I've been kind of watching Nagatoro.
Naruto. Oh.
No, I don't watch Naruto anymore. And Naruto died to me after Naruto Shippuden was over.
Cool.
Okay.
I think I explained this already. I did not watch Boruto.
Okay. Got it. You were saying something else before you got distracted by Naruto?
And Nagatoro.
Okay. Yeah, I like that one.
I know what that is.
It's just the one with the little tan girl who's always making fun of her or picking on and like teasing her James.
People are also. I've been watching Teen.
Slice of Life.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's the I call that the James anime.
Yeah.
It's like James is the main character, and that's his fantasy world. So I have to watch it because my boy is in it.
Also, To Your Eternity is pretty lit.
Uh-huh.
And that's it. Like, not much anime this season for me.
You, Kaho, you got anything, any variants that I should like? I definitely need to watch because I'm not watching it. Curveball, some shit, you know.
Are you watching all the ones that he mentioned, except for the ones that obviously you're not watching?
Right. Yes.
There's the one where the kid is a sprinter, and he's playing like a full dive game. You seen that one?
Does where his abilities they translate into the game, or he comes in like at zero or something like that?
Your physical abilities are supposed to translate into the game. Like apparently, it's like the worst MMO ever made.
Mm-hmm.
You seen that one when the
No, is it worth watching? I thought it would be just like silly. Is it like serious undertone?
It is pretty fucking silly, but it does get serious at sometimes.
All right,
it's worth watching. I think. Like, I mean, you just gotta watch it. I don't want to spoil it.
Right, man.
Fall season, though, is going to have a great lineup.
Yeah, okay. And then other than that, there's the, fuck, what is it called? Hold on, I gotta look.
You still watching that whole, like, not superhero, but like the past heroes shit?
Yeah. That one's okay. Like, not the last episode. Wait, what was the last episode? No, the episode before the last one, so 3 episodes ago, was kind of slow, but then goddamn, the episode before the last one was sad as fuck. Yeah, some Jinsei gonna cry type of shit.
No.
Yeah, so make sure you ain't got nobody around you to see how much of a bitch you are when you're watching it.
I'm gonna record myself and I'm gonna send it to you.
We'll put that shit in an episode. Like, look how ugly this nigga is when he cries. He's beautiful.
I'm an ugly. I'm an ugly cry. Yeah.
And then she died.
That's no good.
If only it could have been me.
No way.
Ooh, Scarlet Nexus comes out for the video game. That's dope. I'm gonna have to watch that.
What are you no-weighing about this time?
They're coming out with the Osama series. Do you guys remember like the King's Game series?
So who?
No.
King's Game?
No.
Pretty interesting anime. You should check it out.
Can you at least like sell the shit? Like, don't.
Nope.
So
Okay,
You definitely can't.
All right. Anyway, Odd Taxi. I've been watching Odd Taxi. That's a good one.
That is the one that you told me you was gonna watch that one. I was like, bro, I'm not watching that.
Yeah, and it's getting more interesting as the shit goes on.
what is that one about?
It starts off as like about just some some walrus guy who's fucking like a taxi driver, and now it's into like some mafia type shit. Like there's this small mafia that's like using these idols to like profit off of them, and they're like running scams on people who are on like the in-universe Tinder type of shit. Like it took a strong ass turn, and they still haven't cleared up the mystery about what is wrong with the main character's fucking psyche. I'm waiting for them to do it.
I'll have to check that out.
See, you wanting to check it out makes it gross.
I mean, what was that one anime that we both kind of liked?
None. Other than that, I mean, I think that's it. I think that's all the anime that I'm watching this season.
I'm in the middle of watching the Alchemist Code movie. I'm like 40 minutes. I got 40 minutes left on it.
Like, you can't sit still long enough to watch a movie?
So my internet was like dropping, and it kept like freezing at a point. And it was time for me to go to sleep, so I just never got back to it.
Did you buff it though?
No.
Buff it? Just download the shit.
No, I'm watching it on Crunchyroll.
Just download the shit and then delete it afterwards. You can do that on computers.
Since when?
Since the good old year of 1996.
Oh, I don't know about that, good buddy.
That's true.
I don't pay for this infinite streaming shit to not stream shit.
Nigga, if your fucking internet goes out, you ain't streaming shit either.
I don't ever go out like that. But
I'm just saying, like, if you're in infinite streaming shit, like, you're still watching the shit. The only difference is that you're able to watch it in, like...
Oh, pay my bill!
You don't pay for my subscription, nigga! Alright, whatever. Keep being lame, that's cool.
I guess. Let me be lame. So we got a 5 days before we start making some black characters online and going through a new genesis of sorts. Are you excited about that?
Hey, I'm waiting. It needs to hurry up. In fact, this week needs to end right now, and it's still it's still the week before the week that needs to end.
Want to enlighten us on what game?
No.
How enlighten that man?
And the viewers.
It's called Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis.
Oh wow.
Yes, oh wow.
Pay to play or free to play?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be free to play. The PSO2 was free to play. I don't really know their market strategy. I just know that the game before it was free. And typically these, at least Sega, tends to head in the same direction when it comes to their online properties. But yeah, I'm hyped for that. Like, I had like 4 or 5 other people waiting to play it with us. I say us, but I mean me.
Yeah, I'll play with myself.
Like you do every
It's all
week.
good. There ain't nothing wrong with that. It's healthy.
Masturbation.
But yeah.
Nah, nigga, you ain't playing by yourself. You playing with me. It's just there's also gonna be other people there. You ain't gonna know them, but that's cool.
Oh, I get to get an invite to the Discord server or what? Damn.
I mean, it's a public Discord server, technically.
Damn, where the invite at? Damn. I can go up in there and be like, "What's up, niggas? This is Kaho's homie."
Kaho's whore, huh?
I hold his pocket. What's up?
I mean, they kind of know about you. I've talked about you.
How many black people are there?
There is... Let's see, Nano's black. I think there's two. There's two. And then me. So 3 total.
Oh, bet. I'm running with the squad.
Oh, speaking of that, why don't you tell the viewers and Kaho that I'm part of the squad now?
Why would I lie?
I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
What, Top Golf?
What? Okay, when you listen to the episode that he's gonna put out, I went over it already.
Yeah. And how the fuck does playing Top Golf make you a part of the squad per se?
Because now we're going swimming at my house.
Oh yeah, go swimming at Steven's house. That's right, huh, Jinsei? It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have some fun. Fun in the motherfucking sun. It's gonna be hella fun. It's like Jinsei, you gonna do a cannonball, and then he's gonna.
He said we're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to.
And then Jinsei's gonna get on the diving board, and he's gonna do a I don't know, triple lutz. I'm pretty sure
we can't do that. He said we can't do that. We're gonna embarrass him. You can't do that.
What the fuck can you do?
No. We're supposed to stand in the water and just stand there. and then they gonna bring out burnt hot dogs.
No, we're having pizza.
This nigga gonna be grubbing on some pizza and burnt hot dogs. Hell yeah, you probably gonna get some shaved ice and cotton candy and shit. You gonna have a good ass time, ain't you, Jinsei?
Yeah. With your bitch ass.
Hey, I hope you enjoy yourself, my nigga. I hope you have a fun time.
I appreciate you. So you know how to do the get out shit, right? Like, you know how to get me out. You know how to do that? Go watch the movie, do some research just in case.
It's gonna be a party with like 17 fucking co-workers and shit.
I'm gonna teach you to say how to swim.
You're not.
He gonna teach you how to swim. He gonna teach you how to do the breaststroke.
Is swimming one of those things you can learn in one day?
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
It's like riding a bike. You can learn the shit one day.
Depending on how good, that's another story.
Hey, Jinsei, what type of swimwear you gonna have?
Why are you like this?
I'm sorry. All right, I'm done.
Oh, I can't stand your punk ass.
Oh, amazing.
Now that you got your laugh out the way, we can go ahead and end the episode on that. We'll call it right then and there.
All right, so episode 32 coming to an end. We're gonna wrap this shit up. Thank you very much,
32.
Steven. It's 33. Steven, thank you for being here. Finally,
you're welcome.
Yeah. If you guys enjoyed listening to us fuck with each other, you know, subscribe if you want to. All of the relevant links to our Twitters are going to be in the description below. Praise be to Iotunde. Subscribe here. Hit the bell icon so that you get the notification whenever we do drop a video. I'm going to be dropping this video and the one previous to it in relatively short succession. I'm doing like a little experiment here just to test some shit out. And since Jinsei doesn't seem to know how to praise Io without leaning away from his microphone, I'm going to do it. Iotunde! Skitty Bobo! Shut up, Jinsei.
You did not smack your chest. Hell no.